Yes, good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mohamed. Do you see my screen now? Do you hear me clear, loud and clear? Do you see my screen?
Yes, everything is fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you see one slide only or two slides?
We see two slides.
Okay. So maybe because as I'm working, yep. Let's see. Okay. I think that now you see only one slide. Yes. Okay. So thank you very much for inviting us to this interesting webinar. As you said, I'm going to use English as is our standard language in Siemens. So, but I can understand French, so I really been surprised about the interest and the implication currently already running in digitalization. So, and at this conversation, at this workshop, I would like to bring I would say a different approach, which is the one we have learned on Siemens, and share how we see currently the trends, the market trends on the food and beverage, what implications comes from those trends. Also, we have, obviously, this is bringing a huge amount of new possibilities, especially for small and medium businesses. And what are we proposing as a solution that then will be enlarged by my colleague Alberto. So having said that, I think it's clear that it's nothing new, that digitalization changes everything, or digital transformation, all areas of life, I would say, not only manufacturing. Today we are going to, as we are industry-focused company, I would say we are going to address the industry digital transformation, but digitalization is changing the way we are informed, the way we travel, the way we buy things, but also the way we produce things. That's clear. And I think that now, more than ever, there is the disruption that new technologies as a whole is bringing to the market. So, and on top of that, what we see is that currently the large companies that has been quite comfortable on the market for quite a long time now are much more threatened by small companies that with a very rich technology can somewhere bring into the market in a very short time new products that are competing with the big multinationals. So let me see just one sentence. I think that we all know Google. We all use Google, or almost all are using Google. And I would say that this is a sentence was expressed by their founder. For me, this sentence means, okay, even if you are driving a very successful business, don't forget about the future. So future has to be all the time in our visibility, in our business plan. Otherwise, now we can be very competitive, but not be more competitive in the next 2-3 years. And to give you some numbers, and that's related to the large companies, in the last 2 decades, which is quite relevant, 52% of Fortune 500 companies have disappeared. In the last 2 decades, half of the Fortune 500 companies have disappeared, whether they have gone bankrupt or they have been acquired by other companies or they are no longer in the list. So, and we see that digital transformation has been a key issue in these successes. And now I think what's relevant is the ability of a company to compete in the future, is the ability of a company to evolve with digitalization. So without digital transformation, we are, I would say, we are already no longer competitive in the market. So, and some examples, so I think that we all know some examples. Amazon, so now we start buying some books. I don't go any longer to a bookstore. Now Amazon is not only selling books, it's selling everything. And, or for music, Spotify. So no longer needed to go to the record store, or established market business models like taxi is being now completely disrupted by applications like Uber, Cabify, Or what about yellow pages that we are no longer using these because we have a specialized applications, each one in 20 seconds, you can have access to a long range of services and offers. So as you can see, so digitalization is, I would say, affecting traditional business. And you'll say, yeah, but what's the food and beverage industry here? I agree, food and beverage industry is quite a traditional business, let's say, conservative business, traditional business. But what about that? Now, those are just 4 examples I have collected. I think they are extremely relevant and affecting to the food and beverage industry. So now with my smartphone, being close to a soft drink dispenser, I can select and create from my smartphone. I can have a soft drink with Coca-Cola with a flavor of lemon, orange, strawberries, whatever you want. Or what about the Mondelez opportunity, which now you can buy your cookies with personalized packaging. So I can buy cookies with my packaging. Or what about M&M, where you can buy sweets with your name printed, with colors, or the flag of your country, or your football team, whatever you want. And now there is also a new, I would say, disrupting player in the game, which is the 3D printing. So now, and here is less known, but that will come in the future. So you can take a picture and send it to Blue Rhapsody, and they can print the pasta, for instance, with a color, flavor, and the same image you want. So that's nice, but can you imagine what is required behind this business? So how we need to organize backward to be able to provide those services? Obviously, with a traditional business, we will not succeed. So somewhere, probably Nielsen company. Nielsen is a global measurement and data analytics company. They are providing market analysis worldwide from all industries. And they claim in 2018, they claim that there will be more changes in the CPG industry. Yeah? CPG, for the ones that are not much familiar, means consumer product goods or food and beverage. There will be more changes in the next 5 years than in the last 50 years. So, which brings a huge speed in the food and beverage industry, in the agroalimentaire, as you said in French, that will completely change. And actually, what are the trends of this market? What we see in all our industries, all in our customer, is that from one side, there is new regulatory compliance. To give you an example, if you want to export to China, Pakistan, India, they have their own regulations. So you have to align with those regulations. And if you want to export to Europe, if you want to export to Americas, so regulation is not the same. So if you want to face all those markets with, I would say, traditional platforms, it's becoming no longer profitable. And we all are concerned about the healthier of food. So we are more and more interested in healthier food. So it means that the design, the products that you have, the design is increasing, the needs for design is increasing. We have to be as well environmental friendly. So we need to respect the ecosystem. But we are not neglecting the quality. So we still want to have access to high quality products with a huge different variety of packaging. We see that in the supermarkets. We have now colors, size, flavors, diet. So huge variety of packaging. And on top of that, we want to be sure that what we are consuming is safe and it's good for our health. So those trends are increasingly in the food and beverage industry, and therefore is increasing the pressure on the manufacturers. And what are the main challenges we are facing in the food and beverage industry is that we need to keep providing high quality demand, because now any company that may have some issues in their products, it's known in internet after 2 minutes. So if you go and try to buy a product on internet and there are some quality issues, you see the opinions of the buyer, of the previous buyer, and you say, hi, you're right. So maybe I need to be careful with this product. And then again, so new evolving markets means new products, new regulations. You have to comply with different regulations. So the complexity of managing the challenge, the supply chain is increasing. And we've seen that. So the number of products, packaging, recipes has exploded over the last 5 years, I would say. And consumers are not ready to pay more for that. So therefore, we have to be sure that we are providing answer to all these topics without increasing the prices. And now, then we said fast changing consumer demands. Somewhere we consumers are no longer loyal to a brand or to a product. So if I see a different product, same quality, I may easily change. So it means that we, all food and beverage manufacturers, need to be ready and fast to adapt to the market trends. And then on top of that, if this is a company that has distributed plants all over the world, you cannot manage that on a simple mail, on a simple phone calls, or on a even with a simple financial systems, I would say. So actually, to summarize, what a manufacturer need to be ready now, not in the near future, but now, I would say, is that they have to be fast. It means that they have to reduce the time to market. So product life is shortened. New products are delivered more often. So therefore, we need to be faster when we want to bring new products in the market. That's what we need to increase the speed to reduce time to market. We need to be much more flexible because, as we have seen before, we have recipes are changing, packagings are changing, regulations are changing. So we need to be flexible, and mass production is no longer an option. So we cannot keep on the mass production approach. As consumers want to differentiate, we all want to be different, and we want to have our name in the can of Coca-Cola, which is already feasible. And we have said that the quality and flexibility, speed are not very good friends of quality. So when you are producing large bite size, quality can be, I would say, pragmatically rich, but if you have to be fast, if you have to be flexible, the quality will be much more difficult to manage, and we at the end we have to be efficient. Why? Because energy is expensive, because raw materials are expensive, because manpower is increasing. Therefore, we need to increase efficiency in order to keep the costs at the right level. So now these are the general trends, I would say, the general implications. And from the Siemens perspective, we only see reachable using a complete and interconnected platform where you can cover from the product design up to the services you deliver, a complete platform where there is no longer silos in the organization. When you can design a product, you can plan how you are going to produce this product, that you can check the product and you can run in the production in a very short term. with a very controlled environment and everything connected, which is part of the digitalization. And I would say now with the interconnected with external systems, interconnected with the financial systems, with logistic platforms that could also be in the cloud. You know that now IoT devices are available in all the almost all the devices. So therefore, that's already a reality. And again, so this is the I would say the approach we see in the future. Available now, Siemens is already providing this platform. My colleague Alberto will tell us a bit more in detail in the next presentation. So for the sake of time, Mohamed, I'm going to stop here. I hope that has been interesting as the first glance. We, Siemens, understand that this is a big challenge for many companies, but the concern is that there is no other way. So it's digitalization or, well, we've seen that before. So whether we succeed on digitalization or the companies are more probably going to disappear.
Thank you very much, Jordi. I will take 2 minutes to try to translate the main ideas you have mentioned. Je vais essayer de remettre en évidence quelques idées partagées par mon collègue Jordi. Tout d'abord, Jordi, il a mentionné que la digitalisation ne touche pas uniquement l'industrie, mais il touche tous les aspects de notre vie. Donc, la façon dont nous apprenons, dont nous consommons, mais aussi la façon dont nous produisons les produits. Il a aussi mentionné que les entreprises qui échouent, et malheureusement, sont des entreprises qui ne regardent pas et qui ne planifient pas leur futur. Ce sont des entreprises qui sont concentrées sur leur présent, mais elles ne préparent pas leur futur. Et les exemples sont légion. Il y a beaucoup d'exemples de cas d'entreprises qui ont disparu tout simplement parce qu'ils n'ont pas adopté les nouvelles technologies, la tendance technologique et n'ont pas suivi les tendances et les demandes de leurs clients. Et Jordi, il a donné aussi l'exemple d'entreprises qui ont réussi d'une manière très brillante, comme par exemple Amazon, qui était une boutique de vente de livres, et qui, grâce à la technologie, grâce à la digitalisation, s'est transformé en un fournisseur global qui actuellement fournit des produits partout dans le monde et qui est l'un des géants et des plus gros influenceurs au niveau du monde. Jordi a aussi donné un exemple qui est très pertinent et je retiens cet exemple-là parce qu'il est très intéressant et ça concerne le secteur de l'agroalimentaire et c'est la tendance actuelle. Il y a la possibilité de passer à côté d'un fournisseur de boissons, par exemple Coca-Cola, et l'utilisateur, le consommateur, il a la possibilité à partir de son téléphone de concevoir le produit dont il a besoin. Donc, à partir de mon smartphone, je conçois le produit avec les ingrédients, avec le goût, avec la composition, tout ce dont j'ai besoin et je vais récupérer mon produit chez la boutique qui est juste à côté. C'est une tendance actuelle. On sait tous que les générations actuelles sont beaucoup plus exigeantes et ont des goûts qui sont très, je dirais, très propriétaires ou très variés. Donc, cette liaison du producteur au consommateur final, elle devient très cruciale et devient l'un des caractéristiques qui vont faire que moi, consommateur, je vais aller choisir ce fournisseur ou cet autre. Si le fournisseur me donne le choix de concevoir mon produit, certainement, je vais aller le voir. Les entreprises traditionnelles, avec leurs moyens actuels, n'ont pas la possibilité de suivre cette tendance et n'ont pas la possibilité de suivre ces offres du marché. Donc, il y a besoin d'adopter une transformation profonde, une transformation dans tous les services de l'entreprise, de l'industrie, qui vont permettre à cette entreprise de fournir ces produits-là de cette façon-là et d'être agile à interagir avec le client et à répondre aux besoins plus précis du client. Jordi, il a aussi précisé que les produits alimentaires, actuellement, ils subissent des particularités qui viennent de la réglementation, par exemple, d'un certain nombre de pays, par exemple l'Inde, la Chine, le Pakistan, le Maroc, l'Égypte. Pratiquement la plupart, chacun des pays a des particularités, a des exigences dans ces critères d'importation des produits alimentaires. Donc, en tant qu'entité productrice de produits agroalimentaires, et si j'ai besoin d'adresser le marché, d'exporter dans un marché global qui est le marché actuel, j'ai besoin de disposer des outils qui vont me permettre de m'adapter à la fois aux réglementations qui sont exigées par le pays 1, le pays 2, le pays 3, pour pouvoir répondre à l'ensemble de toutes gérer ces exigences sans avoir à tout changer. Je n'ai pas besoin de créer une usine pour chaque livraison, non. C'est la digitalisation qui va me permettre d'être agile, d'être flexible et de pouvoir concevoir les produits et de les adapter aux besoins de mes clients.